I have seen this man start to gain influence, start to gain traction over the last few days. This false prophet, antichrist, cultist has claimed to be the Mahdi, and the thing is, I can't remember what he said. I mean, it doesn't matter what he said. I think has everything wrong. Just in terms of what the Quran and Bible says. I think the man doesn't have a clear understanding of the religions. And on top of that, it doesn't really matter what he says. He's obviously just bullshitting. I'm very sure. He doesn't speak like as if he's a real Mahdi. He doesn't look like a real Mahdi. I don't think the guy he doesn't seem serious enough about it. And I don't think that he's worth paying any attention to. And why I say that, to be specific, the man, from what I can remember, the man said something about him being Jesus and being the Hebrew Messiah and being the Muslim Mahdi. You can't be all three in one. You can't be a trinity of all three gods and all three religions. That's because they contradict each other. The Muslims view Jesus as a man, not a god. They view him as a prophet, not the Son of God and God at the same time, which the Christians believe. And the Hebrew people believe that their Messiah has not come yet, and the Jewish people do not see, or anybody that's Hebrew does not see Jesus as the Messiah. So what he's saying kind of contradicts itself. You can't. It's not possible for the real Messiah to be Jesus and the Mahdi and the Messiah all in one. It's not possible because they all contradict each other in many ways, and more than just a few ways, in dozens of ways they contradict each other. And so this man saying, I'm the Messiah, I'm Jesus, I'm the Mahdi, or maybe even if he said simply I'm the Mahdi, it doesn't matter, because the man has not shown. He doesn't look like, nor does he speak like, he doesn't walk or talk like as if he's the Mahdi. He's just some insignificant figure. And not to be disrespectful, but just being brutally honest, he seems just like some random guy, with money, just coming out of nowhere, spouting a bunch of bullshit because he read the Quran for a couple weeks. I'm sure the man has a good understanding of the Bible and the Quran, but I don't think that he has good enough proof to deceive people. I think that regardless of what he says or does, he's still a false prophet. Even if he was the real Mahdi somehow, it's in my belief, that the Jewish Messiah, aka to Christians the Antichrist. That's the Christians view the Jewish Messiah as the Antichrist. So if this guy gains any sort of power in the world over the Muslim nations, the Muslim population, the Jewish or Roman Antichrist will still rise up and will declare this guy as an enemy of God and a false prophet. So if the Mahdi ends up, if this guy ends up being the real, Quran Mahdi, then the Hebrew, the Jewish Antichrist or Roman Antichrist in the Hebrew religion will rise up and kill the Mahdi, because the Mahdi will be viewed as an enemy, as a false god getting in the way of the Jewish Messiah. So there's that. And then if this Mahdi guy, this guy that claims to be the Mahdi, is found out to be a false prophet by the Islamic religion, they'll kill him, because Islam has been known to be quite violent at times. So this guy cannot possibly get away from being what's the word, expunged at this point, because If he fails to prove that he's the Mahdi, the Muslims will kill him. If he turns out to actually be the Mahdi in the Quran, the Antichrist will kill him. And if he somehow survives the Antichrist, God will kill him. So the man basically, has marked himself for death, and there's basically no way out, for this guy now. And so I think it's probably a pretty bad idea that this cult leader has decided to stand up, on a big stage and pretend to be God. Very, very stupid idea, very dumb decision in my opinion. And he doesn't look or sound at all like an official Mahdi. And if he was somehow anyway, it doesn't matter. The man is marked for death, and I don't think he can get himself out of this hole he's dug himself. Um, well, oh well, that's his choice. Oh well, boohoo. But yeah, I don't think this guy is at all any sort of messiah. I think he's just a cult leader who wants attention and money and power. Mainly above everything else, he just wants worship. I guess he wants the attention. That's kind of the whole like purpose, the principle behind being a false prophet is to be seen as God and worshiped like a god. That's mainly what this guy wants, I think. And I think he's doing a very poor job at it. Why don't you show a miracle? Perform a miracle. You'll get killed by the Antichrist, and if you show no miracles, the Muslims will kill you. So, good luck with your endeavors, cultist. I wish you good luck. I really do, because the odds are immensely not in your favor. They're very far from being in your favor. So yeah.